Imagine this for a moment. The door closes behind you. No voices, no footsteps in the hallway. Just the soft hum of the fridge, the faint buzz of a street light outside. For the first time in a long time, it's just you. Most people feel a quiet panic in that moment. What if this is lonely? What if I don't like being with myself? But what if this exact moment is the beginning of the most important relationship of your life, not with a partner, not with a friend, but with the one person who will walk with you from your first breath to your very last, yourself. Stay with this video until the end, because by the time we finish living alone, we'll no longer sound like an empty room. It will feel like a personal temple, a place where Buddha's gentle wisdom meets your ordinary days, where silence is no longer something you escape from, but something you grow inside of. And this begins right now. One of the fears of living alone is that you'll lose your sense of connection, but solitude doesn't have to cut you off. It can actually help you choose your relationships more wisely. Without constant noise, you can feel which people truly nourish you and which ones drain you. You might notice, after talking to some people, you feel lighter, seen, supported. After talking to others, you feel anxious, exhausted, smaller. Living alone gives you space to notice the difference. You can begin to invest more in the friendships that feel honest and kind. Send a message that isn't rushed. Ask, "How are you really?" Listen without checking your phone. Invite a friend over for a simple meal in your space. You don't need a perfect house. You don't need expensive things. The real warmth comes from presence. Your home, no matter how small, can become a place where people feel safe to be themselves. And remember, community doesn't only mean people you see every day. In this age, you can find spiritual communities, study groups, support circles, even quiet live streams or channels where people gather for the same purpose: to grow, to heal, to understand. Buddha called a supportive community Sangha. You can build your own version of that, online, offline, 2 close friends, or 20 strangers who share your path. You live alone, but you don't have to live disconnected. Now let's return inside your 4 walls, your physical space. This room is more powerful than it looks. Every object you keep, every color on the wall, every corner you clear shapes how your mind feels. Ask yourself, does this space feel like a storage room or a small temple? You don't need money to shift the energy. Open the window, let air move through. Pick one small area, clear it, wipe it, place one plant, one candle, or one object that reminds you to breathe. This can become your quiet corner. Not a place for scrolling, not a place for work, just a space you visit every day to sit, breathe, and reset. The moment you step into that spot, your body will learn, this is where I soften. This is where I meet myself again. Over time, your entire home can start to mirror your inner journey. Not perfect, not always tidy, but honest, alive, intentional. Living alone also reveals your freedom. For the first time, you may realize how many decisions you used to make based on what others wanted, what to eat, when to sleep, what shows to watch, what music to play. Now the silence asks you, what do you actually like? Maybe you discover you enjoy slow mornings, soft music, or complete silence. Maybe you learn that you like dancing in your kitchen when no one is watching. Maybe you realize you prefer reading to scrolling, or that you're more creative late at night, or that you think best during dawn walks. This isn't selfish. This is self-knowledge. And self-knowledge is one of the most powerful gifts of solitude. When you know how your energy moves, you can build a life that supports it. You can set boundaries. You can choose work that fits your rhythm. You can say no to things that constantly exhaust you. You stop living a life designed by everyone else. You start quietly designing your own. Contentment is another hidden treasure that becomes easier to touch when you live alone. We're often taught that happiness comes from big achievements, a promotion, a relationship, a car, a new city. But when you are sitting in a quiet room, those things are not always there. Instead, you are left with small moments. The first warm sip of coffee, the sound of rain on your window, the light on your floor at 4 p.m. If you pay attention, you might notice that these tiny things already carry a surprising amount of peace. Try this simple practice. Once a day, pause and ask, what is one small thing right now that I am grateful for? It might be, I'm grateful my body can breathe. I'm grateful for this bed. I'm grateful I made it through today. Write it down or whisper it. Gratitude doesn't erase your problems, but it changes the way your heart holds them. Instead of seeing only what's missing, you begin to see what is quietly supporting you. You're no longer chasing happiness somewhere out there. You begin to notice it growing in small, ordinary moments right where you are. For many people, living alone becomes the doorway to deeper spiritual questions. Who am I when no one is watching? What actually matters to me? What do I believe about life, death, and meaning? In a noisy environment, these questions are easy to avoid. There's always another distraction. But in solitude, they tap gently on your shoulder. You don't have to answer them all at once. In fact, you can't. But you can begin to sit with them. Maybe you read a few pages from a spiritual book that speaks to you. Maybe you listen to a talk about compassion, impermanence, or letting go. Maybe you just sit in silence, feeling your breath and wonder. You might create a tiny ritual, light a candle, sit in your quiet corner, place your hands together, say, "May I see clearly. May I live kindly. May I understand myself and others more deeply." Then simply sit. Sometimes your mind will race. Sometimes you will feel calm. Sometimes you will feel nothing at all. All of that is okay. Spiritual growth is not a straight line. It's more like the slow deepening of roots under the soil. You don't always see the change immediately, But over time you realize you react a little less harshly. You forgive a little faster. You are a little gentler with yourself. This is the fruit of a quiet life lived with awareness. Change, of course, never stops. Jobs shift, relationships change, health rises and falls, cities move past your window. If you cling too tightly to how things should be, life feels like a constant breaking. Buddha compared this to trying to hold water in your fist. The tighter you squeeze, the faster it slips away. Living alone gives you a chance to practice another way. Open hands. When something leaves, you feel the pain. You acknowledge it. You let yourself grieve. But you also whisper, change is part of life. I can learn to move with it. Imagine yourself as a tree. Storms come, winds howl. If you are rigid, you snap. If you are flexible, you bend. You sway, you creak, but you remain rooted. Your roots are your practices, your breath, your gratitude, your quiet rituals, your small routines that bring you back to center. These are the things that keep you standing when life feels uncertain. Over time, you begin to trust, I may not control what happens outside me, but I can learn how to meet it from the inside. This is real strength, soft but unshakable. When you first live alone, the silence can feel huge. You hear every clock tick, every creak in the wall. Even your own thoughts seem louder. It can feel like walking into a blank white room. No pictures, no furniture, no familiar voices. But a blank room is also a canvas. It's the place where something new can begin. That's what solitude really is. Not a punishment, not a sentence, but an invitation. Buddha once left a palace full of noise and comfort. He walked away from constant company, from luxury, from the world that told him, this is happiness, this is enough. He chose a quiet tree, a simple robe, and long stretches of time alone. Most of us don't sit under a Bodhi tree. We sit at a small kitchen table, on a mattress on the floor, on a chair by a window. But the question is the same. What happens when there's no noise left to distract you from yourself? At first, you might want to fill every second. Music, videos, messages. Eventually, you start to see that living alone is not just a phase, it's a training ground. You are training in self-care, in financial responsibility, in emotional awareness, in spiritual growth. You're learning how to cook for yourself, how to comfort yourself, how to motivate yourself. You're discovering who you are when no one is grading you, liking you, or judging you. And this changes the way you show up in every future relationship. Because when you know how to be with yourself, you don't enter relationships from desperation. You don't cling to people just to fill a hole. You can love more freely, more honestly. You can say, I choose to be with you instead of I need you to make me feel okay. That is one of the greatest gifts a season of living alone can give you. As we reach the end of this journey together, take one more moment with me. Look around your space. Maybe it's messy, maybe it's neat, maybe it's new, maybe it's old. It doesn't matter. Right now, this space is your training ground, your temple, your laboratory of self-discovery. Every dish you wash with awareness, every quiet meal you cook for yourself, every evening you spend in gentle reflection, every breath you take in mindful silence, all of it is shaping you. You are learning to live alone and live fully, to find peace in your own company, to face loneliness with tenderness, to build routines that support you, to welcome change instead of fighting it, to listen for a deeper wisdom beneath the noise. You may still have hard days. You may still feel lonely sometimes. You may still miss the comfort of other voices. That's okay. Nothing in this life is perfect. But now you know something you might not have known before. You are not empty. Inside you is a vast inner world, a quiet strength, a soft light, a wisdom that grows each time you return to yourself instead of abandoning yourself. If this video has walked beside you in any small way today, take a second to support this journey. Tap like so this message can reach someone else sitting in their own quiet room tonight. Subscribe so we can keep exploring together how to live with more peace, more courage, and more gentle awareness, one ordinary day at a time. And in our next video, we'll go even deeper into this path and explore how Buddhist wisdom can help you let go of old emotional wounds that still echo in your solitude. For now, close your eyes for a moment. Feel your breath. Whisper quietly. Even when I am by myself, I am growing. I am learning. I am enough. And let the silence be your teacher. Anything, so you don't have to hear your own thoughts echoing. But if you are brave enough to pause to let the silence stay for just a little longer than is comfortable, something subtle starts to happen. You begin to notice small things, the way your breath moves, the way light travels across the floor during the day, the way your mood changes like waves rolling in and out. You're not just alone, you're meeting yourself. To live alone fully, you don't need to become cold or distant. You don't need to pretend you never feel lonely. Instead, you learn a new art. How to sit with your own experience without running away. Start small, very small. Sit on your bed or chair. Place your feet on the floor. Feel the contact. Take one slow breath in, one slow breath out. Notice what is here, not what you think should be here. Not what you wish was here, just what is. Maybe it's restlessness, maybe it's worry, maybe it's a softness in your chest you didn't expect. You don't have to fix anything yet, just notice. This is the beginning of mindfulness, not a fancy ritual, not a mysterious technique. Just the practice of actually being where you are. When you wash a plate, Feel the water on your hands. When you cook rice, listen to the sound of the simmering pot. When you drink tea, let it be the only thing you do for a moment. Alone time stops being empty when you actually inhabit it. Of course, there's a word that haunts many people who live alone: loneliness. That heavy feeling, like you're cut off, unseen, like the world is happening somewhere else and you're not invited. Buddha taught that every feeling is impermanent. Nothing stays forever, not joy, not sadness, not loneliness. Imagine your loneliness as a cloud in a wide sky. The cloud looks solid. It can feel like it stretches on forever. But it moves. The sky behind it is still there. When loneliness appears, most of us either run from it or drown in it. We run by distracting ourselves, or we drown by believing this feeling is what I am. I am unwanted. I am alone. There is another way. Sit with it gently. You can try this. Close your eyes for a moment. Place a hand on your chest. Quietly think. Right now there is loneliness here. It's okay. May I be kind to myself in this moment. May I feel safe. May I remember that this will pass. This is the seed of loving kindness. You don't have to force yourself to be cheerful. You don't have to deny your pain. You simply offer yourself the tenderness you would give a dear friend. From there, you slowly widen the circle. May others who feel lonely tonight also be held in kindness. May they feel seen. May they find comfort. Suddenly, your loneliness is not a prison. It becomes a bridge. You realize there are thousands, millions of people sitting in their own quiet rooms, wondering if they're the only ones who feel this way. You are not alone in your loneliness. And when you remember that, something softens. Living alone also pulls you into a very practical kind of wisdom. No one else is going to cook that meal. No one else is going to pay that bill. No one else is going to remind you to rest. At first, that can feel like pressure, but hidden inside it is deep empowerment. The first time you cook a meal for yourself and sit down to eat it in your quiet home, you're doing much more than eating. You're saying to yourself, I am worth the effort. My body deserves care. My life deserves attention. It doesn't have to be fancy. Simple food, simple plate, simple moment. But prepared with awareness, it becomes a tiny ceremony of self-respect. Managing your money is the same. When you sit down with your income, your expenses, and you make choices, you are drawing the shape of your future. You're learning to live in a way that is balanced, not grasping, not wasting, not running from reality. The Buddha spoke often about the middle way, not too tight, not too loose. You can feel that even in how you live alone. Not so strict that life feels like a prison, not so careless that everything falls apart. A gentle, steady rhythm. You might create a simple daily structure. Wake up, open the window, take 3 deep breaths, drink water, stretch, sit for 5 minutes in quiet, then move into your day. It's not about perfection. It's about giving your life a spine, a shape that supports you, so that even on hard days you have small anchors to return to.